We never dated. We were friends for 8 years before our parents are like, nah, you gotta get married.
The quest for love isn't always easy.
Finding a groom is worse than looking for a job.
But what happens when love comes after marriage?
In our tradition, girls never have romance before the marriage.
And your family has the final say over who you marry.
So before the marriage, will you allow the girl to talk with the boy?
I had no idea who she was.
I was ready to say no, but when I saw him, I said yes.
Meet the Kiwis who are putting their tradition first and their parents in charge of choosing Mr. or Mrs. Right.
Seriously, I'm so nervous.
Many Hindus grow up expecting they will have an arranged marriage. So when Scythe's aunt suggested she marry childhood acquaintance Roynish, she happily agreed.
What was about Roynish that you thought this is the right person for you now?
Generally, he's a very sweet guy.
So do you love him?
Falling in love with him still, because we've got like so many things to discover about each other. I think it's just better to take it slow.
Yeah.
I wasn't really planning to get married at this stage, but my family had started looking and they gave me the idea of Roynish, and then I said, why not? He'd be a really good guy to spend my whole life with.
Marrying at 20 is a big decision, but for Scythe, it was an easy choice.
I want to get married is just have my independence, kind of having my own family. I think me and Roynish will have our own little world. Are you right? Safe?
Yeah, I'm safe.
Sure?
Just not too high, because I'm kind of scared.
Scythe was a teenager when she left Fiji with her mother, stepfather and half-brother to live in Hamilton. She now works at a nursing home.
Seriously? You didn't wipe your face? Neeraj, don't fall on me. Slowly! My life in Hamilton is really just work, home, spend time with my little brother. I don't really have time to go out with my friends because I have to look after my little brother.
Scythe's parents had a love marriage but separated when she was 4.
Mum's first marriage got broken down. For my mum, I think it was difficult, like in Indian community, people, they'd be like, oh, they're divorced and all that, because like they don't really expect that to happen. I think it was a bit challenging not having my dad. I don't really have much contact with him.
Her mother remarried, but family life hasn't always been easy.
My relationship with my stepdad, we don't really talk and stuff. And he never really tried to make a bond with me. This marriage is not really like to escape my old life. Like Roynish is a good guy, so why not? But I think it was a good escape though still.
While the bride-to-be is optimistic about the arrangement, in the Fijian capital Suva, Roynish has no doubt Scythe's the one.
Scythe, she's a straightforward girl. We get along. And I just think she's beautiful. Yeah.
How many years you know this girl?
It's been 10 years.
10 years, wow, so long.
I used to know them from my primary school days. He used to like her a lot, but he never told her. He used to go hide and spy on her. And then he used to tell me, one day I'll marry her.
I always had a small dream that I would get married to her. But it was just a dream. I didn't know it would become real.
Scythe was unaware of the secret crush, but when her aunt noticed the spark during a holiday back in Fiji, the marriage was suggested to both families.
My parents, they never expected me to get married this soon. They were not looking for a girl for me.
And did your parents agree at first time?
Yeah, they just said it yes. Because they just want to see me happier, that's all.
So Roy, will Scythe move in with your family, or are you planning to go?
I'm planning to go to New Zealand and stay with her.
Having never left Fiji and forbidden from being alone with Scythe until marriage, Roynish is stepping into the unknown.
My biggest fear moving to New Zealand will be finding new jobs and starting off of my new life. It scares me because I'm really shy. Being in a married life, it's gonna be like a bit new for us both, but it's an advantage because we can start our own life at an early age and build our future.
You should look for some like bright colors.
Yeah, that color's nice.
That's pretty.
I like this.
See, this one would be nice.
26-year-old best friends Ashish and Ekta both knew their parents would choose their life partner.
There's a swimsuit.
It matches my wedding outfit.
You can try that for your honeymoon.
Whatever, Ashish.
But they never imagined they would end up marrying each other.
We were friends for 8 years before our parents are like, nah, you gotta get married. So that's pretty much how it kind of went. And they just decided, well, you get along with each other, you understand each other, and for them, that's probably the most important thing.
It's a story of two really good friends just ended up together. You can get this hat for Fiji.
But that actually looks nice, but it's just too big.
Ashish and Ekta met while studying in Auckland. Now the friends will travel to India to marry in a traditional Hindu ceremony.
We just get along really well. We bonded over the love for food. We both love eating, and we both love like going out to like really nice restaurants, have dinners. These are really nice, eh?
Kind of like this jacket.
And shopping was another thing that we bonded over because both of us are shopaholics.
Although they have a lot in common, the idea of becoming husband and wife is still sinking in.
It just came out of surprise. And then we are quite enjoying it now.
It is actually nice to know that you're marrying someone who you know who that person is. Because I still see him as my friend, so it's easier for us to communicate.
There's a really strong friendship, but then still surprises that we see every day.
Oh, yeah.
Moving to New Zealand 8 years ago, Ekta left her family in India. But she's never forgotten her parents' cultural expectations.
Since I was a baby, that's what was told, that you will have an arranged marriage. We will look for a perfect guy for you or a perfect family.
3 years ago, Ekta's parents began the search for a husband.
My parents did try and arrange me with other people before Ashish, and he was helping me out with them. That's the funniest part, that he like we would scan through biodatas and everything together, and like he goes, oh, so your parents don't like any of the other guys that you were seeing?
One night, I was sleeping and around 2 a.m. I get a call from Ekta's uncle from Canada asking me, do you want to get married to Ekta? And I was shocked, like I didn't know what to say. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, then I suggested him if he should probably talk to my parents.
Ashish knew he too would have an arranged marriage, just not so soon.
I was not even ready because I knew that I have a brother who is supposed to get married before me. So marriage was not even in my mind that I would be getting married anytime sooner. So it was like, I was like, okay. I would have never thought that I would be able to be that close to my wife before the wedding.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
For most young Indians, having an arranged marriage, contact before the wedding is limited. But once their families agreed to the match, Ekta was allowed to move into Ashish's house, as long as the couple adhered to one strict condition.
Before the wedding, we are not supposed to sleep in together and stuff like that, so we have different rooms. And that's my room. And that's Ekta's room, which is going to be our room after we come back from the wedding. So even though we want to keep the friendship as a concrete of our relationship, but actually getting into that mood, getting into that feeling, okay, we'll be husband and wife. I'm not too sure how it's going to work.
Packing is underway in Hamilton for 20-year-old Scythe, who has high expectations for her arranged marriage to Roynish, which will take place in Fiji in 3 weeks.
I bought this one first for my mehndi night, but then I changed my mind. I went shopping, spent hours in the shops, and then I liked this one. And plus it's my height, because I'm short. I want us to stand out. That's like my dream wedding, just standing out and actually looking like a bride and groom. This is my wedding dress. It feels a bit too heavy, but if you want to be a bride, you have to wear heavy clothes.
In an arranged marriage, both families must agree to the match, and despite Scythe's age, her mother Monica believes she is ready for the commitment.
How are you feeling about the wedding?
Excited.
Scared.
They're all a good family, nice family. Even Roynish too. He's a bit quiet. She's a bit talkative. I hope.
He's not quite quiet. He talks when he knows you.
She's happy to marry him, and I think he's the one for her. Yeah, I'll miss her though. Like our tradition, daughters are there, they have to get married. But you can't help it. She's living my way now when she's married. Like she'll be living on her way. Oh, want to.
Divorced from Scythe's father, Monica doesn't want her daughter to make the same mistakes.
Marriage is not always easy. Misunderstanding, arguments and all those things will happen. We don't want the marriage to be broken. It happened with us. It shouldn't be broken in our cultural way we think. No, the marriage should last.
Once he comes here, I have to get a place just for the two of us. Yeah, I think it should be all right. Should be pretty sweet.
They're a young couple, so it's better to leave them alone and have good time together.
It is a big move for me because I've always stuck mum. Yeah, so. But then I'll still have Roynish with me, which is like I'm not moving out just by myself.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll always have him.
That's
I always had mum now. I'll always have him with me.
That's not mom though. Whenever she needs more advice, I'm there for her.
From my mum and my dad's mistake, I get to learn a lot from that don't make those mistakes. So I think we will have a perfect marriage.
Her father lives in Fiji, and although they've had little contact, Scythe is expecting him to participate in the wedding.
So he knows the venue and everything. Like my mum told him before, like when the engagement got fixed and everything. But like, if he doesn't make an effort to this, another time he's gonna break my heart again. The other day, you're supposed to be there. Like your daughter would probably like that, but I don't know if he's gonna be there or not.
In 8 weeks' time, Ekta will marry Ashish, a man chosen by her parents. Although she has known her fiancé for 8 years, it's a big transition from friend to wife.
Are you nervous? Your whole life is going to change after this. You're not going to be single anymore.
I am nervous. I don't know how it will go. But one thing I'm glad about that it's still Ashish. Yeah. If it was a complete stranger, I probably would be freaking out.
So is your relationship different now? Like, is it weird moving from like a friend to a husband?
It will be different, a lot different than what we are used to or anything, but I think we'll try and make it work the best that we can. You've been in the same shoes as me because you married your best friend. Do you have any advice for me how to...
I mean, it changes from being a friend to being a wife. There were tough times and there were better times, and the more situations you go through, over time we didn't want to live without each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, if you both want to make it work, then it'll work.
I think I will be a good wife because I can cook really good. I think that's one way to please Indian men as far as I know. But yeah, I'll try my best to keep him happy and his whole family happy. I'll try to respect him. We have, you know, that type of understanding between each other. But as husband and wife, or like love, I guess it still will come after the marriage or the wedding, I guess. Yeah.
Today, Ekta is travelling to India to prepare for her marriage to Ashish, who will join her there in 4 weeks.
Since we got engaged, we've not had sort of a break. At the moment, it is still like, he's my best friend. I know that I'm marrying him, but when I see him next time, that will be much closer to the wedding. And yeah, I might get nervous. I'm not too sure how I would feel.
Facing time apart, the best friends are hoping their absence really does make the heart grow fonder.
We are living as flatmates. Like, we are not so romantic at the moment, but I've seen the difference from before the engagement to after the engagement. I have loved her as a friend already, but it's now going from actually the friendship love to the relationship, you know, the more romantic love. But yeah, I think, you know, that longing that we are going to have for each other for that one whole month that we are not together and then we'll be missing each other. I think it'll make more love between us probably. But yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure. I don't know how it will be. I have no clue. All right, Ekta, let's go.
Yes, yes.
Go.
Let's go. You're probably running late.
Have you taken a passport and stuff?
Yes.
Man, this is so heavy. What have you put in here?
Lots of shoes. That's what's in there.
No wonder. Next time I'll see her, my best friend is going to be my wife. Just the thought of it is just weird. I've never imagined that before, and then yeah, that's just how it's going to be.
You think you'll miss me at all?
Of course I'll miss you. I'll be just by myself here.
Lab technician Ashish has been adjusting to life apart from his best friend and wife-to-be Ekta, while she's in India organising their upcoming wedding.
How long's Ekta gone for?
Well, it's almost 3 weeks now.
How are you doing without her? Have you been eating a lot of takeaways recently?
After their parents arranged for them to wed, the two friends have been coming to terms with the idea of becoming husband and wife.
Do you miss her?
Yeah, of course.
That
No, have
wasn't
an
a very
option.
strong reaction. What do you think will be different when you come back from India and you have a wife?
Since the engagement and everything, it's just gone so crazy. I don't know, it's just weird.
What about the romance?
Yeah, I've got some romantic experience. I'm sure I'll be able to pull it off pretty well. It's like when I hug her now, it's okay, just being friends. Like I used to hug her, but now after the wedding, okay, it's going to be different. Like, okay, you know, you are the person who's the most close to me now, and then we are living together and this and that. So I don't know how it's gonna work out.
What's your biggest fear about marriage?
You know, just the huge commitment. It's my responsibility to make her happy, to keep her happy, to make the whole family work out right. I think it's a lot of pressure. She's very
Do you
nice
think
and lovely
there's
and
any
bubbly.
downside to a marriage?
I don't know, I'll tell you next year. After I'm married. I don't know yet.
20-year-old bride-to-be Scythe and her mother Monica have travelled from New Zealand to Fiji, where they have joined their extended family in preparation for Scythe's Hindu arranged marriage.
It's good to be home. I think it's amazing having everyone getting along together and making things and preparing for the wedding.
Yep, we will try to make it as perfect we can. I'm really looking forward for it. My family, they were really supportive. They organized it really well. We got 1 year for the preparation. That was a good thing. They were doing the work, and I was in the phone, and I was just sending the money.
It's a first granddaughter get married. We had 11 all together. 13. Oh, another one, 13. But this is the first one.
My mom and dad were really looking forward for the wedding because my mom is not well. Like she got Parkinson and diabetes and all those, so she was up and down. And like we didn't know, but she said, "No, I'll live till Shweta's wedding."
Groom-to-be Roynish and his family are transforming their home into a venue fit to host multiple days of pre-wedding ceremonies.
Arranging a Hindu marriage is really hard. It's like for 3 days or 4 days. Once the pre-wedding preparation started, I was excited. Finally, I'm gonna be a husband. Yeah, it's really happening, but I was like a bit nervous and scared.
Roynish has never been away from his family or left Fiji, but after the wedding, he will move to Hamilton and live with his wife.
It's gonna be really hard for me leaving my parents over here.
I'm a bit scared to move to New Zealand because it will be new for me, making new friends, new workmates, finding a new job for me.
It's gonna be hard leaving Fiji, but it's gonna be better life over there.
We like Fiji, yeah? So very hard to leave the Fiji. Roynish make own decision, so we just happy. Good for them, eh?
He will go away from us. It was shocking for me, really shocking. But it's good. Our blessing is with him and our daughter-in-law too.
Bride-to-be Scythe has been holding on to the hope that her birth father would give her away. But with no contact from him and only a day until the wedding, she's had to find an alternative.
I messaged him before I came, but I really don't know what to feel about him because I know how he is. He's sort of like always kind of ditches me at the end. So my mom's younger brother or older brother's gonna give me away, because like they've been there as my dad since I was 4. Yeah.
Having been apart for over a month, Ashish is now days away from travelling back to India, where he will be reunited with Ekta for their traditional Hindu wedding.
How's everyone at home and everything?
So many things to do, so everyone's like just busy getting things done for the wedding.
Nice. I'm missing all the fun here.
Trust me, there's no fun in this. It's too stressful, more difficult than I had imagined it to be.
Are you feeling nervous?
Oh no, I'm quite excited to be honest.
My family there are, you know, siblings and your siblings, and we're gonna see each other. It's gonna be so weird and awkward.
That's the part I'm nervous about.
Yeah, so do you miss me sometimes there or no? Or you're just too busy doing your things that you don't get time to actually miss me?
Yes, I'm busy. I'm shopping like a maniac. You must be feeling quite lonely.
We have always been there for each other, but when you're not there, like, you realize the importance of that person more.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I can't wait to just get back to, like, my normal life.
But you know that normal life will be a lot different from what normal it used to be. But this time you won't be coming home to Ashish, just your friend or your fiancé. This time you'll come back to your husband. And then it's so weird now that you'll be bride and you'll be marrying me. It's so crazy. Okay then, I'll see you in 10 days.
Okay, bye.
See ya. What scares me the most is just all the people that are going to be around. I'm not sure if there's a way that we're supposed to be, supposed to act, supposed to be like, you know, being a couple, being married, then I don't know how to react to it and stuff like that.
After 8 years of friendship, Ashish has arrived in India to wed his best friend Ekta, in a Hindu marriage arranged by their parents.
I feel nervous, I feel excited, I feel stressed. I feel everything all together. Yeah, but I'm really excited, I'm really happy that I'm marrying Ekta.
Ashish departs for the venue accompanied by a grand wedding procession.
There was a carriage with horses and there's like so many people. There was a mobile DJ, so there was like a whole big DJ that moved along with the whole bride and everyone was dancing on it. It was just amazing.
The two families have spared no expense to celebrate the union of the couple, who today must make the transition from platonic friends to loving husband and wife.
The first time I saw her, I could just see a glimpse of her. She looked so amazing.
The first time that I saw him, I was a little bit like, oh, is this really happening? He looked very good. God, he looked very, very good. I was happy to see him, that this is the person I'm marrying.
They put her hand in my hand and there were flowers that signifies happiness. They were put in our hands and then we make a promise to each other.
That was where my parents gave me away to him. It meant that we were both bound as one now.
So it's like the union of two souls.
As the couple walk hand in hand around the sacred fire, they officially become joined in marriage. Now, husband and wife, the couple are given a chance to work out the dynamics of their new relationship.
There's this game that we play where whoever sits on their seat first gets to rule the house. But first time we both sat together, and the second time he sat first. Then the third time it was me. None of us kind of won, so we didn't really
See, but there
have
was
a
a
winner.
communication gap because the priest was speaking in Gujarati and
No,
I don't
he
understand Gujarati.
wasn't. He
He
told
was
you that
speaking in
no,
Gujarati. No.
he wasn't.
So it was a bit unfair.
No, it wasn't.
As the newlyweds depart, Ekta goes through the heartbreaking process of saying goodbye to her family to join Ashish's.
It was good. I enjoyed my wedding a lot. I enjoyed everything that we did and how it went. But leaving my family and then marrying into his family, that was very, very emotional. I just couldn't handle it. I just broke down, like my grandparents broke down, and my parents, my father, first time I saw my father crying ever. It was very, very emotional.
Ekta and Ashish will now travel to Fiji for their honeymoon and begin the process of exploring their new relationship. In Fiji, the wedding celebrations have begun for 20-year-old Scythe. Tonight, the male members of her extended family will take a gift to the groom's home as an official invitation to marry their daughter.
There'll be a bit of dancing here, play some drums, then we'll leave for the groom's house. You know, the drums, it's made from the leather, and once you heat it up, it gets stretched, and then when you beat it, it makes a very good sound.
The priest blesses the ceremonial gift of spices, sweets and a coconut. Then Scythe hands over responsibility of a safe delivery to her little brother.
Scythe's real brother comes into my house. He's just bringing the invitation for me to come and marry his sister.
Back with the bride, the henna ceremony is underway. Hidden in the decorative art is a secret that will bring the young couple closer during their first night alone together.
Actually, the initial of her husband is here, and the groom has to find after the wedding when she goes home.
I'm very much looking forward to it because I think it's going to be a little bit hard for me to find it because it's not like his full name, it's just his initial and it's like blended in with the design. So let's see if he finds it or not.
It's day 2 of the wedding celebrations, and groom Roynish is just as excited as Scythe to start married life.
Waiting for 2 days and it's gonna be over. We finally gonna be together. Finally, I'm gonna kiss her on Monday.
Unlike her son, Roynish's mother didn't have the luxury of getting to know her husband before their arranged marriage.
I was 18 years old when I got married. Arranged marriage or love marriage, it's a mutual understanding. If there's no mutual understanding, the relationship is nothing, eh? It's really hard. All long cut, no shortcut. I know my son. He will take care of her. Just want to bless them with a good life. And I know they will be great together, both of them.
Before Roynish can take on the responsibility of becoming a husband, he must undergo one more ceremony to prepare him for marriage.
Turmeric is a way of purifying the body before he commits to another life. We're gonna do this 7 times. We have applied it once in the morning, and this is his 3rd time.
Since I was small, I was pretty shy with my family and stuff and new people. And it was my first time doing all these rituals and stuff. I wasn't comfortable because I was really like the center of attraction. So it was really nerve-wracking for me.
It's really good that he's found a good match. He's my kid brother. When he was born, I raised him. I changed his diapers, so watched him grow. So him getting married is like my son is getting married.
Roynish and Scythe have had a chance to bond before their arranged marriage, but they've not actually seen each other since their engagement a year ago.
Tomorrow, I get to see him. So, yeah, nervous, excited, a bit emotional. I'm like really looking forward to us like staying together and just doing things our way. I think once all the ceremony started, everyone was overexcited. That's why everyone just danced, they just jumped in. It was very scary for me. I was like shaking at some points, like, whoa, this is really happening. I'm gonna be a wife. I'll finally have my independence and then have things my way. But me and Roynish just being friends, and then from friends to husband and wife. Oh my God.
Hey, Scythe.
Hi. Oh, I'm really excited. Look at the place.
And that's
it's so
me.
Beautiful. The place is so beautiful.
Best friends Ashish and Ekta have arrived in Fiji to spend their first few nights together as a married couple.
It's weird, it feels like a vacation, but yeah, it's our official honeymoon. That's our little room that we'll be staying in for a few days. Let's see our room. Whoa.
Look.
That's so pretty. And that's our private beach. It's so damn pretty. And it's so hot. It's really cool. Okay, we'll get to our business. See you guys later. Bye.
Hey guys, how are we? What can we do for you today?
We booked a couple's massage. Yeah.
In Auckland, the newlyweds have returned from their honeymoon. After 8 years as friends, has their relationship been able to blossom to romantic love?
After the wedding, we went to Fiji for our honeymoon. That was something that was really nice. We were there for like almost a week, and that's when we were just us. Like there was no third person or nothing else to do in the resort. There was only this resort. So that was the time we got really close as husband and wife, I think. Our life has changed a bit here and there, but we still can't believe it. Can you? We're already married like
so
over a month.
Still
Processing.
I expected it to change. I thought it'll get a bit more awkward, but it's not that awkward, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We managed it well.
Yeah. We're very happy.
Yeah. We still have surprises coming up because that's with any other marriage, especially arranged marriages. But the good thing is we already knew about our flaws. So there are not too many unpleasant surprises. Most of them are pleasant. So yeah. I'm glad that the friendship is still there.
Yeah.
We are still as good friends as we were
before. That's how it is.
We have been really lucky. We have a really, really good foundation to build our marriage. We did everything how we are supposed to do, as in following out our traditions. We are very happy to share our lives together.
Yeah.
In Fiji, it's the afternoon of the much-anticipated arranged marriage of 20-year-old Scythe and Roynish.
Bula Fiji. We're cooking for 500 people today. It's gonna be rice with it, curries.
Today I know it's the day and it's finally happening. I think I slept around 1:30 and then I woke up suddenly at 6, like, oh my God, it's my day.
Tonight is the biggest day of my life. We'll be spending with Scythe now. I'm a bit scared because I'll be around so much people and being a center of attraction.
The young bride and groom have not seen each other for over a year and have never been alone together. But in today's Hindu ceremony, they will commit to more than just one lifetime as husband and wife.
The most important part of the day for me is the 7 rounds that we're going to do. It's like we're taking a vow to stay together for 7 lives. So it's like the important, very important part.
Scythe has dreamt of her birth father attending the wedding. But with just a few hours to go, the chances of him arriving are slim.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't even had contact with him since I got here, so I don't think he's coming. So I was a bit upset at first about that, but we have to accept it now. It's ongoing thing. We can't stop that big function now. I was like, I'm not gonna ruin my day. I'm not gonna ruin my wedding just for one person. Like, I have everyone else. Then why worry about just one person?
As a traditional Hindu groom, Roynish's family must dress and prepare him for the wedding ceremony.
Yeah, it's really strange for me getting dressed up in front of so many people looking at me. I was a bit nervous doing all this. My sisters and my sister-in-laws, I didn't know that they had to put the makeups on me. It was like new for me and it was exciting for them. There was plenty rituals that I had to do before the wedding, so I was getting frustrated, getting annoyed about it. In my head, I was just thinking that I really wanted to see my bride.
This young couple have waited a long time to be together, but now their union is just moments away.
Seeing my bride come out of the aisles, I was really focused on her. I was like, wow. I felt like I was the luckiest man because she was really beautiful.
When I saw him, I thought he looked like a prince, you know, like those fairy tales, Prince Charming came to take me away. And then I think I was very nervous.
With her birth father not there to give her away, Sweeta's stepfather unexpectedly takes his place.
My stepdad being there and giving me away. I was like very upset. Me and my stepdad don't really get along. If he wasn't there, then my uncles would have done that.
Doing the rituals with her stepdad, I was like, let him do his thing and we just have to go with the flow and we have to deal with it. I was really proud of her because I told her just act normal, go with the flow, and I was really proud of her that she did it.
The best part of the ceremony for me was going around the mandap. It meant that we'll be together and always take steps together.
Underneath the blanket, I had to put the tikka on her forehead. So after that, we finally become husband and wife. That was the most exciting and most amazing part. I attempted to kiss her, but she got really nervous. In Hindu wedding, there's no kissing at the actual wedding ceremony. We have to wait for it.
As they leave the wedding venue, Sweeta throws rice to bless and thank her mother before taking her final steps into married life with Roynish.
Sweeta's family and Sweeta, they started getting emotional. It was really hard for me, like she was holding my hand really tight, so yeah. I also got emotional. I really had to control myself.
Saying goodbyes. It was pretty surprising how emotional it could get. I just broke down. I hugged my stepdad for a long time. I guess you just get that feeling even though like we don't get along. But I guess the feeling just came like that he's there still. One side it is a happy day that my daughter has got married and she's starting a new life. But on the other hand, I'm sad she's leaving me and going. Now she's no longer my daughter. That's what we think. Like, she's gone now, she's married. I think the only thing if I could change was my dad being there. That's the only thing. Otherwise, everything went perfect.
It's been 5 weeks since their marriage, and after waiting for his visa, Roynish has arrived in New Zealand to join Sweeta in their new apartment.
It's so freezing. Cold. Too cold today.
I'm a bit nervous. Finally, I'm gonna moving on with Sweeta. So, a bit nervous, exciting.
Wow, this looks nice.
I thought it was good for just the two of us. How are mom and dad?
They were really emotional. They cried a lot.
Yeah, I know they cried.
Did
Because
they call you?
I called them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mom started crying. Very excited. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. So it's pretty nice to have him here finally. For us, the hardest part is just going to be not having any restrictions, getting used to each other, being around each other, and then our mums not being around and babysitting us all the time.
The young newlyweds are still fresh from their honeymoon, and it's 2 weeks of romance.
That's the view from where we were, like from our room. It was very nice.
It was actually our first time being alone together, so it was nice and exciting. It was a bit hard for me, like waiting for it for a long time.
Now that we are husband and wife, it doesn't really feel much different. The only difference is that, like, I make coffee for him and then cooking and all that. Otherwise, it's just like a young couple hanging out, I guess. Living together, we have to still figure that out in a way, like our bad habits especially. Yeah, getting to know each other in details, like little details too. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to all that.
Moving to New Zealand is the first time Roynish has left Fiji and been away from his family.
You'll get a job, you will get a decent job. Once you get experience, even if you get something like in retail or something, it should be all sweet.
Freezing. It's like I'm in the fridge.
It feels so nice.
It's peaceful. It's my dream come true, marrying my schoolboy crush.
I know it will take time to get through things, but if we take things slow and not rush into it, yep, I'm pretty confident that we will survive over here. This is not really the ending, but this is actually the beginning of our brand new life. But then I think by the time we grow old, it's gonna be a very happy ending.